Hey sweeties, I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for all the support on my backup channel. And I want to say thank you all so much. If you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe to my backup channel. I appreciate you all in advance. So welcome to Naya Sim. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification so you get notified each time I upload, and please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all, and I want to say a very big thank you to every one of you for coming back, always coming back, always coming through to support me. You all are the real MVPs. So today I saw this, actually, I don't know how this popped on my feed, and I was like, no way. I never knew about this, and I am in shock, and I am still in shock after reading and making my research on this. And I was like, man, you all have been going through a lot, and still to this very moment you are still like going through a lot. I mean, it did not start today. It's been happening for a longer time, and still to this very moment. And I think this is absolutely evil, because I do not see how a full-grown woman will say she feel, or she felt threatened by a 15-year-old girl. I mean, this is a very sad story. Stay glued to the screen. Stay glued to the screen. Let me roll the clip. Then we'll come back to talk about it, and let me know what you all think in the comment section. Let's get into it.
This right here is 15-year-old Latasha Harlins, and on March 16, 1991, she was killed over a $1.79 bottle of orange juice. That morning around 10 a.m., she went inside the Empire Market in South Central Los Angeles. The store clerk Sunja Du accused Latasha of stealing the orange juice. On camera, Latasha is seen putting the orange juice in her book bag, but she has the money in her hand as she is approaching the counter to pay for the orange juice. Soon accused Latasha of stealing the orange juice, and Soon had grabbed Latasha's book bag, and a scuffle had occurred. Soon then grabbed Latasha's sweater, and Latasha defended herself, and she struck Soon in the face twice. At this point, Latasha wants to leave, so Latasha places the orange juice on the counter. As she tried to leave out the store, Soon grabbed a gun and shot Latasha in the back of her head. The bullet instantly killed her, and Latasha was still holding on to the money. In court, Soon lied and said that she felt like her life was in danger and she killed Latasha out of self-defense, but the camera footage and the eyewitnesses there said otherwise. In November 1991, Soon was convicted of involuntary manslaughter, as she was supposed to serve the 16 years in prison, but the judge had other plans for her. The judge was like, you know what, Soon, I don't think you're a criminal. You know what, instead, I'm just going to give you 5 years of probation, 400 hours of community service, and a $500 fine. Not only did this make Latasha's family angry and upset, but this made the whole black community feel the same exact way. Also, days before the killing of Latasha Harlins, on March 3rd, 1991, there was the Rodney King beating. For you guys who are not familiar with the Rodney King case, he was a victim of police brutality. These are all the police officers that were a part of the Rodney King beating. In 1992, they were in court for the Rodney King case, and can you guess what happened? All 4 of them were acquitted. In other words, they walked free. Because of the killing of Latasha Harlins, the Rodney King beating, and also the racial tension in Los Angeles, this would cause the 1992 LA riots. From April 29, 1992 to May 4, 1992, the LA riots began. Many people committed arson and looting. There was over $1 billion in damages. Over 1,000 people were arrested, over 1,000 people were injured, and over 60 people died. Latasha Harlins' case is a hard one. She got accused of stealing a $1.79 bottle of orange juice and was killed over that. It's really sad because people in my community, we are constantly getting wrongfully accused, stereotyped, and killed. And it's crazy because it's never going to stop. It's not. Rest in peace, Latasha. All right, y'all, that's it, and I'll be back to do more true crime videos for you guys.
I mean, like, I keep asking myself, a full-grown woman shot a 15-year-old child that was unarmed. And she said she felt her life was in danger. Their lives are always in danger. And do you know where I am actually very disappointed? I'm very disappointed because, like, from 16 years to how many years probation and a fine over somebody's life. I mean, is this person, the person that committed this crime, is this person ever supposed to see the sunshine? I mean, this is so crazy. Does this ever make, this does not make any sense to me. Because I don't get it. The stereotype is something that, like, I am trying to, like, wrap my head around. I mean, she was with the money. How much? Not even up to $2. And that was how she ended her life. I mean, this is so crazy. Anyways, let's get into other videos and see what people are saying about it. So here we go.
31 years ago to this day, 15-year-old Latasha Harlins was unalived over an orange juice. You heard me right, Korean store owner Soon Jan-do unalived Latasha Harlins over a bottle of orange juice, which I may add, she was attempting to pay for. This, along with Rodney King's assault and race relations in Los Angeles, was literally the spark of the Los Angeles riots. After 1965, a major immigration law change created an influx of many Korean immigrants coming into Los Angeles. Over time, the relationship between African Americans and Korean shop owners began to have a lot of tension. Between the fact that many Korean shop owners would not hire African Americans and the fact that African Americans were being treated poorly within their stores, it created a lot of tension. By 1990, 65% of businesses owned in South Central were by Koreans. Latasha Harlins was a victim of this tension. On March 16th, Latasha Harlins entered the store and went directly to the back to the beverage area and grabbed a bottle of juice, which she put in the side compartment of her backpack. Store owner Soon Jan-do became infuriated, claiming that she was stealing. Latasha Harlins, however, was walking towards the counter with $2 in her hand to pay for the $1.75 bottle of orange juice. The store owner continued to berate her, claiming that she was stealing, and then grabbed her backpack. After the scuffle, Latasha ultimately left the orange juice on the counter and began to walk out of the store. This is when the store owner pulled a firearm from under the counter and discharged it into the back of Latasha Harlins' skull. Latasha was 15 and was said to have passed away with the $2 still in her hand.
A lot of people remember Rodney King as being the straw that caused the 1992 Los Angeles riots. And unfortunately, Latasha sort of gets lost in that, but she absolutely was a catalyst in Los Angeles. More than half of over the 3,000 Korean-owned businesses were destroyed in the riots. And a lot of that is because there already was growing tension between the Korean community and the Black community in South Los Angeles, and Latasha's death was the end of that. And the fact that no justice was served in her case. Probation? I always like to end these videos with kind words about the victim. Instead, I'm going to read some words written by the victim. So this is a quote from a poem written by Latasha in 1991 called Latasha's Shield. What I want most in life is to fulfill my goal to be an attorney and also to graduate from high school with an almost perfect GPA to go to college. The most important thing to me is my family is always protected by a shield, so they won't be harmed by dangerous, ruthless, uncaring people.
Okay, so today we're going to be talking about Latasha Harlins. She was 15 years old when she was shot and killed by a woman at a convenience store over $1 orange juice in Los Angeles in 1991. Okay, so this is the murderer. Usually her husband does run the store, but on this specific day, March 16th, 1991, she was running it while he was sleeping in the van outside. So Latasha comes in and basically she puts the orange juice in her bag, but she had $1 in her hand. I'm guessing the lady claims she didn't see. And the lady walks over to her. Well, she doesn't walk over to her. She stays behind the counter, actually. She calls her, all type of names, and then grabs her by the T-shirt. So Latasha swings at the lady twice, or maybe 3 times. And in the midst of this, the lady gets angry and throws a stool at her. After the lady throws this stool at her, Latasha picks up the orange juice that she was going to buy in the first place, and she hands it to the lady. She turns around to walk out the store, and the lady shoots her in the back. So her murderer was supposed to get 10 years, but it was suspended, and she ended up getting 5 years probation and 400 hours of community service. This was 13 days after the Rodney King's beating. This is what caused half of the riots in 1992. The lady's store was also burned down and never reopened. And when it did reopen, it was under different people. One person who never forgot about Latasha was Tupac Shakur. In half of his songs, he mentions her name, even though he, talked a lot about black kids who were killed and everything. Latasha's name is mostly mentioned, and also the video "Keep Your Head Up" is dedicated to her. You can look this video up, and I honestly must say, I hope this lady burns in hell, honestly.
I mean, the atrocities they have, this is something, this is so hard to take in. Hi. So, I don't know. I mean, the whole thing, I have so many questions to ask, but who am I? Who is going to answer them? Who is going to answer them? I am sure the way I have questions are also the way other people have questions they want to ask. Just $2 that she was actually walking up to pay. But how can you kill somebody over a bottle of juice? Hey, I don't get it, really. I truly do not get it. This is where I am going to draw the curtain. Let me know what you all think in the comment section, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.